Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And my apologies, this was supposed to come out last night, but unfortunately I couldn't release it, so it will be out now. So for right now I'm going to be giving you part 37 of What If Naruto Went Missing for 4 Years. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and later on today I'm going to be posting what if Naruto was trained by Kaguya? And what if Naruto created his own village? And over on Anime King 2, I'm gonna be doing what if Naruto had the Sharingan and the Byakugan mix. So switch over there and enjoy that. And also Uchiha Naruto, the Sage. So if you do enjoy all the lovely what ifs coming your way today, and if you're new and this is the first time you're hearing my voice, what are you guys waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King family and be a part of the channel. And thank you all for your support and help. And go ahead and comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. So last time we left off, the group went to Neji and Tenten's wedding. As then, after the wedding was over, Shikamaru, Naruto, and Choji all proposed to Ino, Temari and Sakura, and all of them said yes, as the three guys planned it out. And also, the Akatsuki got a new member, which was Kabuto, as the masked man wanted Nagato to convince the Leaf village and the other villages to lead all of the demons to the Rain village, where he can seal them all away, but he's going to use it for his own gain. So Naruto and Sakura the next day then went back to training, as they went to a resort island that the Namikaze own, and the both of them stayed there. Kiba also went to visit Hinata as he went to the demon world, and he started to get training from one of the demon lions so he can get strong and prepare for this upcoming war. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the playlist and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. We start this episode with Sakura as she woke up. She heard the shower was on, as she smiled as she remembered the event that happened yesterday when both she and Naruto was in Sage form. As she then got out of bed, as she quietly slipped in the shower, as the shower curtain was showing Naruto's shadow, as she could tell that his back was turned. Perfect, thought Sakura as she quickly jumped in and covered his eyes with her hands. Guess who? She whispered in his ear. Sakura, said Naruto. Correct, she said, as she then turned him around and gave him a kiss. Across the world, Ino and her mother was sitting at a local restaurant, as Choji's mother then appeared. Sorry I'm late, Choji's mother said, as she walked into the restaurant. No problem, said Ino. Forget about it, said Liz. Liz Yamanaka just looked like an older version of Ino. It was shocking how scary they look alike. So, where is Sakura? I thought the maid of honor was supposed to be here, Choji's mother asked. She's away on a training mission, said Ino, but she wouldn't be allowed to come in here. What do you mean not allowed to come in here? Everyone is welcome in our clan restaurant, Choji's mother said. You don't know about your clan banning Naruto, Sakura and Hinata from the restaurant because they're demon summoners, said Liz as Choji's mother eyes widened. The only reason why Shikamaru wasn't banned was because of your husband's friendship with his father. I had no idea. I don't like to deal with the business end of the clan restaurant. I spend my time mostly working on new dishes to be served, Choji's mother said. Alright, let's focus on something else, said Ino. Yes, now what kind of flowers do you want? Liz asked. Red roses, they are my favorites, said Ino. Any date idea? Asked Choji's mother. Name the date and we will have our top restaurant closed for their wedding reception. I am thinking late May or early June, said Ino. How about the 25th? It's this Saturday, said Choji's mother. Well, that works, said Liz. Alright, let's put that as a date, said Ino, as she wrote it down in a notebook that she brought with her. Our top restaurant with the ballroom attachment can hold 200 people, said Choji's mother. Both our clans are big, and this being the wedding between the two children of the clan head. Lot of people would want to come, said Liz. I will have my friends and our sensei, said Ino. The Hokage will likely be there because you're her student, said Choji's mother. Why don't you two make a list of 50 or so clan members and I will make a list of my own, said Ino. What about Choji? Asked Liz. Well, he told me that he didn't really care much about planning a wedding, said Ino. Sounds like your average guy, said Liz, as Choji's mother nodded her head in agreement. So, the real question, what about the dress? Back with Naruto and Sakura, they were both on the island training as the sun was now setting. Just a few more, said Naruto as Sakura nodded her head. They have decided to work on a few dangerous high-level jutsu. Jutsus that are too powerful to use in the leaf because of safety. Alright, said Sakura as she went through hand sign. Demon water jutsu. Ripping current. Sakura chakra started to form a giant whirlpool in the water. The whirlpool then got bigger and bigger, destroying some large rocks that made up the coastline. My turn, said Naruto as he ran through hand sign. Demon wind jutsu. Tornado. With that, a giant tornado appeared out of the sky, hitting the center of Sakura's jutsu. The moment the jutsus hit, they combined with a hurricane jutsu that can cut through flesh and everything, and the water that could easily break bones. As the jutsu lasted for a while until Naruto decided to call it quits. Once he stopped pumping chakra into the jutsu, the hurricane died down. Naruto, is there something wrong? Normally, I am the one who stopped, asked Sakura. No, nothing is wrong. It's just supper time, said Naruto as Sakura rolled her eyes. She then chuckled. You still act like a kid, she said. Later that night, Naruto and Sakura lied in their bed, both of them fast asleep, unaware that the back door of their house was slowly opening. They slept as a single figure made its way through the house. It was then upstairs as it stood over Naruto with a razor-sharp knife in its hand. It is time for you to die, demon. As he then looked over at Sakura. If I can't have her, then you won't. As he then started to stab down hard on Naruto over and over. Are you done? As the man quickly spun around to see Sakura and Naruto standing against the wall. As he then looked back down to see that all he hit was a wooden dummy. How did you know that I was here? The man asked. We are demon summoners. So, who sent you? Hayashi or Oniki? Naruto asked. No one sent me. I moved on my own free will, the man said. Who are you? Sakura asked, as she turned on the light. As both of their eyes widened as they saw their would-be assassin. He was dirty, like he hasn't taken a shower in weeks. His uniform was ripped and covered in dry mud. His long black hair reached the small of his back and covered a part to his nose. He also had a full black beard. However, his big, bushy eyebrows and his eyes told them who it was. Lee? Said Sakura. Yes, said Lee. What happened to you? Naruto asked, as he thought that guy and Lee was on a training mission. We were, but I left to be on my own a long time ago, and I have spent a year alone to train so I can take revenge for the death of my Sakura. What are you talking about? Naruto asked. Sakura is right here. No. She and Shikamaru and Hinata were corrupted by your demon, said Lee. I will kill the source of demon chakra, and then I will have to kill that thing over there as well, because that is not the real Sakura. Only then can the real Sakura rest in peace. You're crazy, Lee, yelled Sakura as she stepped towards him. You spend too much time alone in the woods. We are your friends. No, you're not, Lee yelled as he launched forward with the knife in his hand. But his arm was quickly grabbed by Naruto. I will not allow you to harm Sakura, Naruto said, as his eyes became slitted. I will save her, Lee said, As he brought up his leg to kick Naruto, Naruto released his hand. As Lee then flipped back, as he jumped towards the window. Lee, let us take you back to the village. We are your friends, and all your friends are back home as well, said Naruto. I don't think so, said Lee, as he jumped through the window and landed on the ground. As he then bolted until he reached water, as he then jumped in and started to swim. Is he crazy? It's at least 10 miles from here to the shore, said Naruto as Lee disappeared out of view. I am having trouble believing that that is Lee, said Sakura. He has changed, said Naruto, and not for the better. Hours later, as the sun just rised up, Lee finally made it to the shore. I am going to make sure all those demons suffer, he said, as he then heard a voice. How would you like to strike back at those demons? As Lee quickly spun around to see a man in a black cloak with red clouds on them, with orange hair and circular pattern in his eyes. Who are you? Lee asked. I am Pain, the leader of the Akatsuki, said Pain. And I am Toby, said a happier voice as Lee noticed a man sitting down on a rock with a fishing line tied to his toe. And I am going to get my own breakfast by tying a fishing line to my toe. I can sleep while I catch a fish. The Akatsukis were the one who attacked Gaara, said Lee as he stood up. Yes, we took the power of the one-tailed demon away, said Sakura. Gaara had a demon in him like Naruto? Asked Lee. Yes, and we took that away from him, and we sealed it inside of a ring, said Pain, as he pulled out a ring, in fact, this ring. Why are you telling me this? Lee asked. Because we want you to join us, said Toby. We can take care of all the demons and bring peace to the human world. I don't want your power, I will earn my own power. With hard work and force, I can overcome anything, Lee said. Ah, but you will earn it, said Pain. The power of the demon, even the one tail, is extremely hard to control. You will learn it by mastering it. Think of a sword, said Toby. Anyone can pick it up, but only with hard work can you master it. But I have no real chakra, said Lee. That is why your will force will control the chakra of the demon, said Pain. And when you master it, you will be able to do jutsus like any other ninja. And if you work hard, you will be able to take down Naruto Namikaze and those who gain power without working for it. This still doesn't seem right. It is somewhat like what Sakura did and Naruto and those other demon summoners to get power, said Lee. Even if it is, sometimes you must play dirty to get back the honor of the human race, said Pain. To obtain true peace, people must die, and we must stop the demons. Very well, said Lee as he took the ring. Yippee, a new member! I am no longer the new guy, said Toby as he jumped up and down, but he was then pulled into the water by a large fish. Wow, he's a big one, yelled Toby as he disappeared under the water. Time skip. Sakura was walking through the Namikaze house as she saw the light on in the living room, as it was night, so Naruto must have left it on. As she walked over to lock it off, but she then saw Naruto lying on the couch fast asleep. However, he wasn't alone. There lying beside him was a boy, 4 or 5 years old, as he looked like Naruto in every way. And then Naruto had his hand on a baby, about 1.5 years old, with red hair, as Sakura smiled as she picked up the baby. As the baby then opened his eyes and looked at Sakura with his green eyes. Hush, said Sakura, go back to sleep, as the baby slowly started to close back his eyes. Good night, my boy, said Sakura. Mommy, said another voice, as Sakura turned towards the sound, as she saw a little girl about 5 or 4 years old with pink hair and blue eyes. What is it, honey? Asked Sakura as she walked over to the girl and picked her up in her arms. I had a bad dream, the girl said as she wrapped her arms around Sakura. Well, since your father is busy protecting your brothers from nightmares, why don't you sleep with me tonight? said Sakura. Yeah, but Dad is Hokage. Only he can defeat the nightmares, said the little girl. Don't be afraid, I am just as good as driving those bad nightmares away. As Sakura then heard something, as she turned around, as she then snapped open her eyes, as she got out of bed, as she was dreaming. Another one of those dreams, thought Sakura, as it was an alarm that wake her up, as she hit the snooze button, as she saw Naruto sleeping beside her, as she has been having dreams over the past year, with Naruto and different kids with different traits. It almost seemed like each dreams were coming up with new looks for different kids, their future kids. Their hair and eye color kept changing along with the number, and even their gender and their age. Sometimes it was all girls, and sometimes it was all boys, and sometimes it was just two of them, and sometimes it was just one baby. She then went back down as she rested her head on Naruto's chest. Sakura, she heard, as she turned to see Naruto awake as she smiled. You better get going. What? Said Sakura. Look at the clock, said Naruto. Damn it, Sakuras Curse, as she realized that it was 8 o'clock and she has to go and meet Ino, Temari, Hinata, her mother, Choji. Calm down, Sakura, you guys are only going shopping, said Naruto as Sakura rolled her eyes. Something like this you will never understand, she thought. Naruto, it is more than shopping. Ino and I and Temari are picking out our wedding dresses, said Sakura as Naruto laughed. I know, but I don't think that they will start without you. You all want to do it together. Yes, and they will not start the meeting without you, Naruto, but that doesn't give you an excuse to show up late, asked Sakura as Naruto got out of bed. No it doesn't, said Naruto, as he looked over on the calendar, as it read October the 10th, his birthday, the day he feared, and this was the day they decided to go shopping. Just be careful out there, said Naruto. I will, said Sakura, as she now knew that 19-year-old Naruto only had one more year until the start of the war, that is next summer. Sakura quickly got ready as she headed out the door. Naruto also started to get ready for his meeting with Tsunade. Sakura rushed across from rooftop to rooftops as she looked up to see the weather is very bad. So, the 4th Hokage festival will be cancelled, as it looks like rain is going to pour. When she arrived outside the store, she saw Ino and everyone else waiting for her. So glad you can make it, Sakura, Ino said, in a weird tone. You said to meet at 9, and it is 9. I am right on time, said Sakura. Isn't this supposed to be a happy day? Don't mess it up by fighting, said both Ino and Sakura's mother as they walked through the door at the dress shop. How can I help you all? Asked one of the shop employees, a young woman with black hair and black eyes. Yes, an appointment for Haruno, Yamanaka, and Temari, said Ren Haruno, as the employee locked eyes with Sakura and Hinata. I am sorry, but those two cannot be allowed in the store, said the employee. Why? Asked Sakura, already knowing the answer. Because you're a demon, the employee said, hate in her tone. Fine then, we will all leave, stated Ino as an older woman then walked up. She was short and dressed in a black dress, with a measure tape wrapped around her shoulders. That will not be needed, said the woman. Mrs. Oido, they're demons, said the employee. You are excused, young lady, said Mrs. Oido, as the woman stormed out. I am sorry about my youngest granddaughter. She has quite a temper. You are all welcome in my shop. Thank you, but why are you letting us in? Asked Sakura, because the older generation most likely think of them as all demons. I am not sure if you're demons or not, but I wouldn't be around today if it wasn't for the actions of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. How? Asked Sakura. They saved my newborn son's life and mine during the fall of the Whirlpool country. We were both injured and could have been left behind, but those two risked their young life to save us. So, I am happy to help, said Mrs. Oido. Thank you, said Sakura. Well, ladies, we have a busy day ahead. 3 dresses for 3 ladies, said Mrs. Oido. This is going to be fun, said Ino. Make it 4, said Hinata, as everyone looked at her. That is when Sakura noticed a silver and gold ring on Hinata's finger. Wait, Kiba asked you? Yes, said Hinata with a smile. As Hinata then went on to tell them everything and about how Kiba proposed to her. Meanwhile, with Naruto, Shikamaru, Jiraiya, Guy and Kakashi as they were meeting in Tsunade's office. Guy, how is the search for a lead going? Asked Tsunade. Not well, it seems that my most youthful student is gone without a trace, said Guy as he looked at Naruto. I am still sorry about my student attacking you and Sakura. It's alright, from what I understand, losing Sakura to me and him being alone made him lose his mind, said Naruto. But don't worry, we will find him in time. I hate to cut this, but we need to start a build. More open defenses, like the front line trench around the village, and supply/fire bases in the countryside, said Shikamaru. Shikamaru, those things will only slow down the demons, and that is a big if. I know, but it will help the villagers feel better about themselves and realize that this war is real. And you can't wage a war without the will of the people at the home front, said Shikamaru. Shikamaru is right, said Tsunade, as Naruto nodded. Are you guys going to start your combined training soon? Asked Kakashi. Yes, tomorrow in fact, said Naruto. It will be strange to see how much everyone has grown. That gave me an idea, said Tsunade. What is it? Naruto asked, as Tsunade then grinned. Shizune, said Tsunade, as Shizune entered. Yes, Lady Hokage. Give all of our top Anvu and Jonin squads to meet at the Forest of Death, 9 early tomorrow, ordered Tsunade. Yes, Lady Hokage, said Shizune as she left. What are you planning? Asked Naruto. A little test, said Tsunade. You 4 demon summoners versus the best of the leaf, leaded by me. Hours later, the 4th Hokage festival was cancelled because of the thunderstorm, but the sky had cleared up. As a group then went into a bar as they drink, as they started to talk about the demon, as they all then picked up rocks as they headed towards the Namikaze compound, and most of them had weapons as well. Back at Naruto's compound, the foxes were guarding his house. A mob is heading here at top speed, said one of the guards. How far? Said Naruto as he walked out. Lord Namikaze, please stay inside, we will handle this, said one of the guards. How long until they get here? Said Naruto. Unknown, sir, they are fighting each other, said the messenger fox. What? Naruto asked. One of the group is against you, and one of them is for you, said the messenger fox. Show me, said Naruto, as he and the fox went off. He's a demon, yelled a group of people, as another group just as large as them, calling them idiots. As Naruto arrived, as he could see many faces, familiar faces of the 9th and 8th district of the counter mob. Tsunade and Anvu then appeared. Break it up, said Tsunade. Those people are protecting the demons just like you, said a drunken man as he threw a rock at Tsunade. As Tsunade caught the rock and she breathed it into dust. Leave before I throw you all in jail, said Tsunade as the mob started to break apart. While that was happening, Sasuke was in a dark room as only 2 candles light up the altar. On the altar was a statue of a black snake. Slowly, the door opened behind him as a snake slithered in. What is it? Sasuke asked, without even opening his eyes. Sir, we have confirmed Karin's original finding, said the snake. As Sasuke smiled, congratulations, Sasuke Uchiha. You're going to be a father, the snake said. But guys, gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. And remember to stay in tune for what if Naruto was trained by Kaguya. And also, what if Naruto created his own village. And also over on Anime King 2, I'm going to be posting what if Naruto had the Sharingan and the Byakugan mix. So stay in tune and enjoy all the lovely what ifs coming your way. But for now, I'm out of here. Peace.